The 2021-2022 season for the Toronto Raptors has come to a close. They lose by 35 to the Philadelphia 76ers on our home court and lose in Game 6 of Round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Am I mad? No. No, I'm not. Because we know what this year was for the Toronto Raptors. We heard it before the season even began. We heard developmental season. Those were the words that Masai Ujiri used before the season. Did anybody expect the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference? No. When the Raptors went down 3-0, did anybody expect it to go to 6 games? No. And the Raptors did it, one of 13 teams to ever do it. It's unfortunate they couldn't get it done today. But you could tell right from the get-go that the Philadelphia 76ers had that factor today. James Harden was aggressive early on. And when I saw that, I'm like, okay, so he's got that it factor today. Who else does? You know, and I see Embiid making shots, and I'm like, okay, well, he's always going to make shots. And I see Danny Green start knocking down 4 threes. At one point, he was 4 or 5 from distance, and I'm like, this doesn't look good. You know, then Tyrese Maxey starts getting hot, and I'm like, oh boy, this is not going well. And at the half, the Raptors are only down by 1. Both teams score like 60 plus in the first half, and I'm sitting here waiting for the second half to begin, and I'm thinking to myself, the Raptors have to pick it up defensively to win this ballgame. And they didn't. Flat out, it's the way it happened. Raptors end up going on another drought in this game. They had a 5-minute drought in the first quarter where Philly ended up building up their lead. I believe it was to like 9 at some point in the first quarter. You ended up weathering that storm and getting it down to 1 at halftime. But a 17-0 run in the third quarter and a 30-9 run in that third quarter put it out of reach. And Tyrese Maxey got red hot. They started going to work in the paint, getting their free throws. The Raptors couldn't make a 3 to save their life in this game. And that's really been the story all season for the Toronto Raptors, right? Get on the glass, get all these extra possessions, right? Get the putbacks. But don't shoot the 3 well. And there were games where they shot the 3 extremely well. And of course, you're going to have those types of games. But all series long, the Toronto Raptors had not shot the 3 ball well. And it's fitting that it ends in a game where the Raptors get absolutely slaughtered in 3-point shots. I think we knocked down, 7 3-point shots? And they knocked down 16? Like, that point differential is off the charts. And a lot of that was in the third quarter where the Raptors were just breaking left and right. And Philly was making shots. Tyrese Maxey was getting the pull-ups because he was feeling it. You know, you just couldn't stop that offense because James Harden was finding his offense again. Joel Embiid was just doing Joel Embiid things. You know, Tyrese Maxey was just making shots left and right. It was crazy. And then you have Danny Green knocking down 4 threes. Tobias Harris was making his fair share of shots. Whereas the Raptors, even with wide open looks, you're looking at like Thad Young in the corner. And I'm looking at, as much as I love Boucher, and he played a phenomenal game tonight, I'm still not a fan of him shooting threes. And Scotty Barnes, love him, rookie of the year, shooting a lot of threes. And when you're trying to come back, he's not really the guy I want shooting the 3. Gary Trent started hot, cooled off a little bit. Pascal had a great first half. Again, couldn't get much going in the second half. And you lose by 35. Shout out to the 76ers, though. Look, honest to God, I think we can all agree as Raptor fans that going into Game 6, we thought the momentum was all on the Toronto Raptors side, as it was. The fans behind them, right from the get-go, right to the final whistle. And shout out to the Raptor fans for just, even down to the final buzzer, standing ovation for this Raptor team. Chant, let's go Raptors, down 30 with 2 minutes to go because of how proud we are of this Raptor squad. And like I said off the top, I'm not mad because the developmental year was a major success, a major overachievement. This is just the beginning, Raptor fans. We've heard it from Sixer fans, and shout out to those guys who were really cool after the Game 3 loss or win over the Toronto Raptors. Scotty Barnes is a gem. Like, he was playing on one foot today, and he had all kinds of energy. Shout out to him for that. He's just going to continue to grow. Pascal Siakam could possibly be an all-NBA talent this season. He should be. Scotty Barnes was Rookie of the Year. Gary Trent took steps forward in his scoring. OG, couldn't stay healthy a whole lot. When he was, he was kind of in and out. Then you saw emergence of Precious Achiuwa throughout the entire season, just seeing different thing after different thing grow in his game as the year went along. Chris Boucher, really rough start to the season. Then he figured out what role he needs to play. Once he figured that out, the entire team changed. This Raptors squad is growing. And with Masai Ujiri at the helm, and with Masai and Bobby at the helm of the Toronto Raptors, they're in good hands. This is year one, Raptor fans, of I don't know how long. Because you have Scotty Barnes for a long time. I just want to say one last thing, though. Congrats to Philly, because they should have won this game. They destroyed the Raptors in 3 games. So they should have won this series, and they did. And that Miami series is going to be a hell of a matchup. That's all I'm going to say about Philly. I did a lot of that in Game 3. I gave them credit today because credit was deserved. But I'm going to wrap it up with some Raptor stuff. Raptor fans, this year has been a ride. And I apologize in advance if I get a little tad bit emotional about this, because this year has been a wild ride for myself. It's been a crazy year, crazy season. And yeah, ups and downs big time. Going through some really rough stretch with this team where it's kind of unbearable to watch. And then watching this young core of Raptor players just buy into the system, buy into the city, buy into the country, and grow, and having every single one of you Raptor fans along the ride with me. It's, I don't say it enough, but it means the world to me. I make these videos daily, really, with all 3 teams going. I do 82 Raptor games. I do preseason games. I do, preview videos for whatever is happening, trades, signings, and you guys are here for every bit of it. This 82-game season was a ride. This 6-game series against Philly was an absolute ride. And for all of you that have been around for it, I appreciate every single one of you from the bottom of my heart. I do. And I hope, moving forward, that you guys are along for the ride next season. Because we all know what the Raptors do need. They need shooting. Like, the big lineups are nice and they're fun and it's great. But when it comes to a game like this where they're making shots and they're making threes and we're sitting here firing our 6'9" guys, which is nice, but those guys can't shoot, it's tough. We know what we need. Masai and Bobby know what they need to do. So now we wait and see. But Raptor fans, that is going to do it for this season. For myself, for TO Sports Talk overall, which is myself, I thank you for everything, the support you have given this page, the support you've given the channel, whether you just watch Raptor videos, whether you watch Jays and Leafs as well. I appreciate every single view, every single like, every single comment. I read almost every single comment I get because you guys make the effort to put that comment in. So I make the effort to at least read the comment. So I thank you guys so much. We're that close to 8K. The goal, the dream for myself is 10. I don't know when that'll happen, if that'll happen. But for all of you guys that have been around here for the 7.9, I applaud you. I thank you for everything you've given this page. And that is going to do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the season as a whole and not the game tonight as a Raptor fan, smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys not already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game, thoughts on the season. Go crazy in the comments, guys. Twitter link is down below, so follow up, send me a DM, do that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down there, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And Raptor fans, I'm going to say this much. I'm going to tell you this much. If you guys, want to join me on the Jays ride and on the Leafs ride, however long that's going to be, I welcome you guys with open arms. If you're not a huge hockey fan, you're not a huge baseball fan, come along for the ride. Maybe you'll enjoy yourself, or at least enjoy my content, because that would mean a lot to me. And hey, maybe you'll pick up another sport in the process. Who knows? All right, trust the process, as Joel Embiid put it years and years ago. And I will talk to you guys, Leafs edition, tomorrow night in a meaningless game against the Boston Bruins in Game 82 at Scotiabank Arena. It's a 7 o'clock puck drop there. As for the Blue Jays, they're back in action tomorrow at Rogers Center, 7:07 first pitch there against the Houston Astros. Jose Urquidy gets the ball for the Astros, and Yusei Kikuchi gets the ball for the Jays in Game 1 of the weekend set against the Houston Astros. All right, so Raptor fans, next time I'll talk to you, though, actually, I'm going on a trip to California with a lot of the Blue Jays center crew. So this next week, I'm going to be a little quiet Raptors-wise, but over the next 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that, I'll give you guys the season review and off-season preview stuff once I look into everything. But Raptor fans, thank you so much for this ride. It has been unbelievable, and I cannot wait until October of 2022 to start a new ride with all of you guys again, and with as Goran Dragic said, with bigger ambitions. All right, so Raptor fans, thank you guys so much for everything, and I'll talk to you guys throughout the off season.